Hi everyone, this is Edmund with a quick tutorial on how to set up an email campaign with GetResponse. If you have any questions, you can contact me at edmund@iamlicious.com. As this video is quite long, I've broken it down into various sections in the video description below for your easy reference. In order to set up an email campaign with GetResponse, we have to sign up for an account first. So just click on the Try It Free button to start your 30-day trial. After which, if you feel that you want to continue using GetResponse, then you can just go ahead and make payment for it. Here you just have to enter your preferred email address along with your password and your first name. So in this case, I'll just type in one of my email address and enter your password. After you're done, you can just enter your first name, click on create account. This is how the dashboard of GetResponse looks like when you log in for the first time. Before we can start using the service, we need to complete our account details and verify our email address. I'll just complete my email account details now. So I enter my last name, followed by mobile number, where I lived in, your city, your zip code, and finally the country that you're residing. After you're done with all these things, you can just click on update details, verify your email address. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to log into my Gmail account to verify the email address. This is how the verification email looks like. You'll receive an email with the subject line, please activate your GetResponse account. All you have to do is just click on activate your account and you are done. After you have activated your account, you'll be brought to the dashboard of GetResponse, and this is how it looks like. In order to start the creation of a new email campaign, you can just simply click on the drop down button here and select create campaign. Here you'll be required to enter the name of your campaign. So I'll put in I am Licious 2 as an example and click on create new campaign. So they say that the campaign name already exists in GetResponse database. So I'll put in I am Licious 3 and click on create new campaign. Here you can either add the context to your email campaign, create newsletter for it, or create an autoresponder for it. So I'll go ahead and edit the campaign settings first. You can also click on the gear icon to do that in future. As you can see the gear icon here. Here you can change the campaign name again. If you want to change the language, it's fine as well. I'll leave it as default. And for the campaign email address, you can either off it or turn it on. If you turn it on, it means that people can send emails to this campaign email address, that's iamlicious3@getresponse.com. So once they send any email to this campaign, you can either choose not to forward the emails, or you can choose to forward the emails to your email account of this campaign address. And for the notifications, you can choose to send them to your email address as well. If you want to add a new email, you can do so as well. Initially, it may be a wise idea for you to send notifications whenever someone subscribes to your list. But of course, when your list is very big, you may want to off it, otherwise you'll receive a lot of emails in your email account and you'll need to spend a lot of time to clear those emails. Okay, so initially you can leave it as on, but once your email list becomes very big, you may want to off it. And for the postal address, you can edit the postal address because it's required by this US can spam law where you have to enter where you reside. My recommendation would be for you to sign up for a PO box address so that you do not reveal your actual physical address to people when you are doing your business. So after you have added the postal address, the next thing you can do is go to profile. Under the profile, you can enter the name of your campaign, the title. So I'll put it Internet Marketing Newsletters as an example. And once you're done, you can simply click on save. For the category, you can edit as well. You'll see that there are a lot of different categories that you can choose from. So in this case, I'll select Internet Marketing since it's the closest to Internet Marketing Newsletter. Once you're done, you remember to click on save. Here you can edit your campaign description. I'll probably put in Internet Marketing Tips on demand. Click on save. If you want to add a logo to your website, you can do so as well. If you don't want to, you can just leave it as it is, and the RSS feed, you can just leave it as it is as well. The rest, I wouldn't be too bothered about it unless you are using a double opt-in. If you're just using a single opt-in, all these are not really that important, since the unsubscribe page, the unsubscribe success page is about the same. It's by default, so these are not really that important. And you go to permission. By default, it's double opt-in. You can either choose to have a double opt-in process for your mailing list, or you can choose a single opt-in. Both work equally well. Okay, so in this case, I'll choose a double opt-in. For the email subscriptions, I'll leave it as checked, and the web subscriptions, I'll leave it as checked as well. So once these two things are checked, it means that this is a double opt-in processed for your mailing list. If you uncheck this, just with the email subscription alone, it means that it's a single opt-in. What this means is that when a person enters their first name and their email address into your web form, which I'll show how to create that later on, they'll be redirected directly to your ebook download page, or you can actually redirect them to an affiliate product to earn a commission out of them immediately without them confirming their email address in order to receive future newsletter from you. But if you check this, the web subscriptions together with the email subscription, it means that it's a double opt-in. That means that when a person enters their email and their first name into the web form, they'll be required to log into their email account to click on a confirmation link from GetResponse itself in order to start receiving emails from you. This will help to build some trust because the person knows that they actually given you permission to send them newsletters. So either way is perfectly fine. I'll just leave it as double opt-in in most cases. And you can also have a custom message subject as well. You can just leave this as it is. Please confirm your subscription to the campaign named. And then for the confirmation page, I'll show you how to do one on my landing page article. In my list building phase, I'll show you how to tie everything up together. Right now, you just need to know that you can put in your own confirmation page or use the one that's hosted by GetResponse. Just the basic idea behind it. So after you're done with the settings, the next thing you gotta do is to add messages to your email campaign. So just go to messages. Here you'll see a few options. There's a manage autoresponders and my newsletters. In this case, we are making use of an autoresponder, which means that whenever someone signs up for your free report, they'll receive an email from you, which can be scheduled according to the date and time. So this is very important because once this process is in place, you don't have to send an individual email to every subscriber, since the software will actually take care of all the sending process, which allows you to free up more time to do other more important things, since you can queue all the messages in advance and then your subscribers will receive the respective messages based on when they sign up for your free report, okay, to join your mailing list. And click create new. Here there are a few options. You can actually track the number of clicks, you can track how many people has opened the message, and of course how many subscribed. Of course you can set some goal as well. So in this case I'm just going to select time based, and here we will select the campaign. In this case imlucius.com, send the message immediately. So the first message you will want to send it to the person immediately, since this is the message whereby they actually sign up for your report and they want to receive the free report right now. So this we want to set as immediately. And then for the days, I'll just leave it as Monday to Sunday. After you're done, you can select the autoresponder named. So in this case, you can put in free report. Note that this is just for your own reference. You'll not be shown to your subscriber. After you're done, you can select create new email. Here you can enter the message name. So I'll probably put in welcome email. Subject line, I'll put in, you can personalize at first name. This means that when you add this symbol here, whenever a person receive your email, it will be according to their first name. If you didn't put in first name, then their name will not be appearing in the subject line. So this is to make it more personal. Your free affiliate commissions report ... as an example. Here you can either integrate it with Google Analytics if you want to, and if you want to track the click-through, you can do so as well. So personally, I'll leave this as on because I know how many people actually click the link to retrieve the report. After you're done with this, you can just click on next step. Here they'll ask you what are the templates they want to use. Normally I'll select plain text. What I'll do now is I'll type in a welcome message. I'll probably type in hi, first name, thank you for joining my mailing list. I look forward to helping you succeed online. Here is the link to download your free report. I'll put the URL here. If you have any questions, feel free to reply to this email and I'll do my best to help you out. To your affiliate marketing success, Edmund. So this is a sample email that I'll normally send out when a person signs up to join my mailing list and to receive the report. You'll see there's a recommended with column here. If you want to make sure that your content appears on all the various email services, click on these wrap long lines. What they'll do, they actually move all the words to make sure that they are within this white space here, so that when a person actually receives the email and read it, they'll be able to read it properly without any of the words being cut away. So this is very important. But the next thing I'll do is to test the message for spam. What I'll do is I'll click on test message, click on spam score. You'll see that spam score 0.0 with maximum allowed 5.00. So your email will probably not be recognized as spam. So this is excellent. And the next thing I'll do is click on inbox preview. So inbox preview is very good in the sense that it actually allows me to view how my email actually appears across the various web-based clients, desktop clients, even mobile phones as well. This GetResponse service is really fantastic because it actually ensures that my emails appears properly across all the various different browser, different email accounts, and so much more. That's why I really love GetResponse a lot. So it'll probably take about 2 minutes for all the results to show. So you'll see that the email is appearing fine in all the browsers, across all the different platforms, and even in mobile phones as well. Once we have checked that all the emails are appearing fine in all these different platforms, browsers, and desktop clients, we can move on to actually save the message. After you're done with checking the spam and using the inbox preview to see how your email will turn out, you can actually send a test message message to your email account. So that's what I'm going to do. Just click on send. This is how the email looks like. You will see that everything is properly laid out. The subject, Edmund, your free affiliate commissions report, and all my text along with the unsubscribe details and also my home address as well. After you have sent the test message and verify that everything is fine, you can actually go on to save the message right now. And just close this. After you're done, you can just click on next step and click on OK. Click on save and published. Now you'll see there's one email here. 0 means that the person will actually receive it immediately when they sign up to a mailing list. If you want to add on other messages, so let's say the next message is, I'll click on this plus icon here again. This you can select day 1. Send message, I'll select exactly at 9 a.m. or 11 a.m. because that's when most people are actually logging into their email while they are working, so they'll probably read your email. For the time travel part, you can select as on. That means that they'll actually send the email according to the same local time regardless of time zone. And for this, I'll select on weekdays. I'll leave out the Saturday and Sunday. I'll put it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. And for the message, I'll select create new email. For the message name, I'll put in follow-up email. The subject, I'll probably put in the personalized again. I'll say something like first name, have you downloaded your report from. I'll just leave it as my Gmail account, and the click-through I'll leave it as on. Then click next step. Here I'll select plain text again. For the text message, I'll put in hi, the first name in comma. Hope you are doing fine. I just want to check whether you have received your report. If you haven't, here is the URL to download it, and put your URL here. If you have any questions, feel free to reply to this email. Cheers, Edmund, as an example. And then same thing here, I'll go to test message, click on spam score, so it's 0. It's excellent. And remember to wrap the long lines as well. And if you want to select an inbox preview or select test message, you can do so as well. After you're done, you can just click on next step, and after you have verified everything, you can just click on save and published. So day 1 means that when the person sign up for the free report on Sunday, as an example, they'll receive my follow-up email on Monday, the second email that we sent to them. And of course, the subsequent days you can put in as well. Let's say if you want to have a stagger of 1 day before the person actually receives your next email, you can just go to this third day and click on plus. That means there will always be a gap of 1 day for each subscriber to receive your next email since you put it on day 3. And here you can just enter the text again. This same sequence will apply to every subscriber that just joined your mailing list, which is why this is really fantastic. And besides creating a time-based autoresponder, you can go to create newsletter. So this basically allows you to create email newsletter. That's basically how to set up a simple email campaign for your mailing list. After you have uploaded all your messages into the autoresponder, the next thing you have to do is to create a web form so that people can subscribe to your mailing list. And in order to do that, you just have to click on the create web form button here. Here you'll see that there are a lot of different designs that you can choose for your web form for various niches. For myself, I prefer to use the standard web form. In order to amend the header and amend the fields in the web form itself, you can just click on the edit header button. Instead of putting headline, you can put in who else wants to make money from YouTube, as an example, if you're giving away a free YouTube report. So after you do this, you can actually change the font color. You can change it to red and increase the font size if you want to 36, or you can just leave it as 24. And besides changing the font size, you can also change the alignment of the text. So I prefer to put it into the center, and just click on apply after you're done. Here you'll have 2 fields. One is the name and one is the email. Name meaning that the person have to key in their name followed by the email before they can just sign up to get my report in this example. So what I'll do is under the name, I'll click on edit, and the label you can choose it to first name as an example. You can also check this button to remove the text when click apply. For the email side of things, you can just leave it as email and click on apply. You can also change the button. Instead of putting sign up, what I like to put is get instant access, and put an exclamation mark to it and click on apply. Here you can change the width of the web form as well. So what I do now is just click on the resize button and just drag it accordingly. So you want to make sure that the button is properly shown. And for the header, you want to bold it as well, and click on apply. After you're done with amending the header and the button, if you want to remove the respect of privacy, or you want to remove the powered by GetResponse, you can just click on the respective buttons here. So just remove it, powered by GetResponse, and remove the privacy as well. If you want to enter the captcha in your web form, you can do so as well. So normally for web forms, we don't use captcha. Okay, so just leave it as it is. If you want to add in the counter, you can do so as well. Under the footer, you'll want to put something like, we will never share your email address with a third party since we hate spam as well, as an example. example. Click on apply. So you can also change the alignment of the text. I prefer put it in the center. If you want to increase the font size, you can do so as well. Put it 12 and click on apply. That's basically how you create a web form. Very simple, isn't it? If you want to add in more fields, you can do so as well, but normally just the first name and the email will do. Once you're done, you can click on save and preview. This is how the web form looks like. Just close it. After you're done with all the basic settings, if you want to add an image to your web form, you can do so as well. So just click on add image. Here you can select the image URL. You can either take it from the website, or you can use the present images which are found in the GetResponse images common web forms folder. So once you've selected the image URL, you can just click on apply to see that the image is found here. You can also drag the image on top so that it will appear here. So if you want to remove the image, you can just click on the minus sign here. So that's basically how you add an image to a web form. And once you're satisfied with the setting, the next thing you want to do is just click on next step. Here you can name your web form. You can choose confirmed opt-in is recommended. Here you can actually provide them with a dynamic thank you page, or you can provide them with a custom thank you page. You can choose this and add in a simple thank you page, which I'll show later on how to create it under the landing page article. If you want the person to stay on the current page, you can just select this, or you can just select the default thank you page. So for the confirm opt-in, if you want to off it, you can do so as well. So this is totally up to you. Normally it's recommended to on it, so I'll select on in this case. So once you're done with all the settings, you can just click on next step. So here you have a few options. You can either choose to install your own web form, or get a web designer to install a web form, or GetResponse to host a web form. Normally I'll select I'll install my web form, and here you have two options, either the HTML code or the JavaScript. So in this case I'll select the HTML code. So what I'll do is I'll select the entire HTML code, right click, select copy, and then I'll go on to my website. Just go to the appearance and then widgets. You'll see that I've already got a web form here. All I got to do is just copy and paste the web form. So I'll show you how to do that now. So just go to widgets, scroll down, look for the text widget, drag it and put it here. And the next thing you got to do is just right click and paste all the codes into it, and click on save. After you click on save, you can just simply visit your website to check whether the web form is properly installed. In this case, I've installed it on my iamlicious.com website. I'll show you now how it's like. This is how it looks like after it has been installed on my website. You'll see that now I have another web form. Who else wants to make money from YouTube? This is how simple it is to install a web form on your website. But of course, I'm going to remove this because I don't need it on my website. In order to remove it, go back to your WordPress dashboard and then go to appearance, widgets, and just click on closed, and just remove this entire thing away. Just drag it and put it away. If I close this again, if I visit my website again and do a quick refresh, you'll see that the web form is gone. Now I only have one web form on my website. So that's basically how you install a web form on your website, guys. Simple, isn't it? So with that, I've come to the end of this GetResponse video tutorial on how to set up an email campaign. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at edmund@iamlicious.com, and I'll be glad to help you out. Thank you for listening, and goodbye. See ya.